to Epstein Island? No. Believe the science? No. 15-minute cities? No. And CBDCs? No. Gates is good? No. And GMO food? No. Big Pharma wants health? No. And government's help? No. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the No Permissions live stream. Hope everyone is having a great week. Some crazy shit going on in the crypto world, but I'm here to hopefully spread some truth and maybe enlighten you a little bit and help you all make some money at the same time, because that's what I'm here for. That's BBC gang. That's funny. Expedition, what's up? Lintrones, good day, Randy and crew. Love the intro. Thank you, sir. Excamacho, what's going on? Look, guys, that intro means a lot to me. I have to thank Conspiracy Guru for making the song. I have to thank my buddy Pete for doing the editing. Fabulous job. I believe in giving jobs to people who have the same vision in life and see the same things that I do. So, you can see I have Ben Dubard on my team. I've got Pete, fellow anarcho-capitalist, on my team. He's doing the kind of stuff that the video editing and making images. And obviously we got Kaisa. Kaisa has been clipping my videos for a long time. So when I needed someone to make some images, hey, Kaisa, what's up, bro? Let's have a call. And I asked him to make a bunch of images. So the cover image you see tonight for this YouTube video is one of Kaisa's. So I believe in saving time by having other people do some of the work. And it gives me more time to focus on learning and educating myself so that I could turn around and help you guys make better decisions in this upcoming crypto bull market. Yeah, we're in the beginnings of the bull market right now, but I want to make sure this ride isn't bumpy for you guys. So yes, I have my Patreon, but I am here. I'm going to be here 4 nights a week through this, hopefully through the end of the year. Not planning any trips right now, but I want to be here with you guys to help guide you along. When I make errors, I'm going to tell you. When I have wins, I'm going to tell you. And when some of you guys have wins, I'm happy to talk about it. And hopefully we have a wonderful bull market. Look, everyone gets tired during the bear. I understand. It was painful. This bear market was painful for many of you. A lot of you guys did not take profits. But one thing I'll tell you is that I am really, really good at taking profits. I know when to sell some stuff. I didn't sell as much as I wanted. Sure, I made that mistake. I could have sold a lot more hex at the top, but I did not. And I didn't think that we would have the absolute 99% drop that we had in eHex. I didn't think Pulse Chain was going to take as long as it did. So I may not have taken as much profits as I should have, but it all still ended up working out. Bull market has returned just in time for many of you guys. It feels good. I'm so happy for you guys. Really, I am. Now you guys get to see what it's like to see tokens go up in value. Perfect example is PulsePot. If you guys, I was streaming for a couple weeks using PulsePot. And now I think I bought mine anywhere between $4 and $5, and now it's over $15. So congratulations, everyone who's doing that. INC token, you guys, it's the rewards token on PulseX. Even though I don't own much of that. I do own enough, and it's done phenomenal numbers. Congratulations everyone who held that. Pulse Chain is above SAC rate. Pulse X is still lagging, but today Power City launched their Earn protocol, so I imagine that's going to help push the price of Pulse X up. So if you guys have been waiting for Pulse X to do something, this may be the time. It's going to start maybe incremental runs and start to take those stair steps up, leading to the title of this video, which is typical in the big tokens or coins in the ecosystem, which is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, traditionally XRP and things like that. They take these stair steps, right? Nice little stair steps, but they take the elevator back down. Why does that happen? People ask, why do we have a 10% correction? Well, there's big wallets out there who don't like to see too much leverage. The leverage gets overextended, too many longs, so they feel, let's take them out. So sell, and it causes a big 10-15% drop, and then you see it start to recover again, and that's what happened today. So stair step up, elevator down. As somebody who used to trade leverage up until 2018, 19, somewhere in there is when I quit. That's normally what happened. I always was so nervous when I would take a long position, especially if we were starting to get a little bit overextended. I went like, okay, I'm just going to sit this out until the elevator comes down, and then I'll buy back, because these big whales, they don't like people having too much leverage. Because people come in there and they do 100x leverage, 50x, 20x, whatever it may be, and they say, oh, time to take those profits, and they'll short the shit out of the market and they'll start selling. Normal part of crypto. So stay away from leverage. I'm really, I'd say I got that one from Richard. You know, give credit where credit is due. Richard saved me from leverage, and it was this one. It was Hex that taught me we don't need to do that. And now I earn daily by being a liquidity provider. So about 20% of my portfolio now is in liquidity, and is a beautiful money-making machine. Absolutely love it. I think it's one of the great things about being crypto. If you have enough assets in crypto, you can actually live off just being a liquidity provider. People say, well, why did Richard Hart he didn't sell his Hex tokens? We thought he was going to sell his Hex and dump on us. Well, he never did. Why? Because he was a liquidity provider, and he earned by having Hex on Uniswap and things like that. So you don't need to necessarily sell your tokens. You could just be an LP. There's so many things to learn. I highly recommend you take Crypto Sloth's free course that he has on YouTube. There's 9 classes you can take. They're quick, 8-9 minutes each, where he takes you through being a liquidity provider. So Crypto Sloth is the man. And then he has a private course too, where he takes you even deeper and will teach you how to exit your positions using Liquidity V3 on 9mm Pro and on Uniswap and things like that. So I highly recommend each one of you get in there and learn. So there comes a certain point when you're in crypto where, you know, it's cool to have tokens, it's cool to sit on them, but if you want to be active like me, I like to click shit. I'm a clicker. I want to do stuff, and Liquidity offers me the capabilities of clicking stuff. So if you were earning $1,000 a week or $500 a week as a liquidity provider, you could then take those rewards and buy other tokens. And that's how I have diversified my portfolio during this bear market, is I earn the liquidity rewards and I buy stuff that I'm interested in. And you don't feel as bad when you're doing that, because you're not really touching your main bag, right? You're just earning the rewards. And there's some pairs out there that are absolutely wonderful for doing this. I love Pulse X if you want to earn INC rewards, because we know traditionally since Pulse X started that they go between the 2-to-1 ratio, 2 Pulse X to 1 Pulse chain, up to about 4 Pulse X to 1 Pulse. So we know that the permanent loss isn't going to be that bad. And you don't care either way. I get Pulse X or Pulse, who cares? Both are going to go up together, right? So learn how to use crypto to your advantage. Leave 90% or 80% of your bag in the tokens and let those turn into a whole bunch of money. But in the meantime, you could have a living wage by being a liquidity provider. So I want to show you something that before I get into the comments, I wanted to show you a cool tool that I just learned about over the last 2 days. It's called SparkSwap. Make sure you guys can see this. Yes. All right. So I had a meeting with AJ Brockman, the founder of SparkSwap, and I want to show you how cool this is because there's no other DEX that has something like this. This is fabulous. So he didn't pay me to do this. He just gave me a bunch of knowledge 2 days ago. I spent about an hour with him and he explained everything in SparkSwap and all the stuff that they're building. And then he came into my no permissions group yesterday when we had our strategy call and spent about 45 minutes with us explaining the ins and outs of what SparkSwap is doing. And I want to share it with you guys because I think it's that important. So this is one of my wallets. This is the first one I did. I actually made a mistake when I set this one up because it was prior to the meeting I did with AJ. So I didn't understand how powerful this will be. But similar to Hex, this is called something called Sparkler on SparkSwap. This could be the easiest tool for having a money printer in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. And it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. So you take Spark and you put it into Sparkler. This is 2,770 Spark, about $332 worth. Yesterday it was about $500 worth, but the token dropped 25% today. That happens. So what I did, I bought a whole bunch today, but this is my smaller wallet where I made the mistake so I could show you how it works. All right, so far total rewards that Sparkler has given out is about $779,000. Let's just say $780,000 worth. The total liquidity in Sparkler is $944,000, almost $1 million. And they break it down into shares similar to Hex. So when you stake, you can stake from like 1 month up to 10 years, 3,650 days. But unlike Hex, you can harvest your rewards every day. And you can see here that I've earned $1.52 in the last 2 days with $332 worth of liquidity. And then what happens here is that you receive Spark PLS LP. And right now I only get a 40% bonus because I only have a 1-year stake. If you do the 10-year stake, you get a 400% bonus. It's ridiculous. So my other one, I think I looked at the numbers and I kind of broke it down. It looks like I'm going to be earning about 50 to 60 bucks a day at the current price of Spark, which is around 12 cents. So what will happen is I will harvest these rewards each day, and then I will go to the farm. And because let's go back to Sparkler, those rewards are paid out in Spark PLS LP, which is the liquidity token. It's not, you don't get Spark and you don't get PLS, you actually get the LP tokens. So then you take these over to the farms and then you approve the contract and you deposit your rewards into this farm, which is paying 107 or like I say 108% APY, where you will earn Spark. Okay. So each day I will then harvest my Spark rewards and then go back to Sparkler and deposit them here. Every day, harvest my LP rewards, go back to the farms and put them into Spark PLS LP. Bada bing, bada boom. Earning massive rewards. And my total deposit into this one is into the Sparkler is right around 10K. I put about 10K into it with a 400% APY. There's people out there within my no provisions group that have returned all their money already in about 4 to 5 months. All the money that they put in, they've harvested and they put it into the LPs. So I wanted to break that down for you. A little bit of education tonight. SparkSwap is a killer app on Pulse Chain that a lot of people don't know about. And AJ Brockman, the founder, he is real serious. This guy is doxxed like you won't believe. He's all over there. There's pictures of him with former President Obama. So, check into him. Great guy. He's got a whole team, devs behind him. So I just want to give a shout out to AJ Brockman. Thank you, sir, for doing what you do and bringing super value to Pulse Chain. And people don't know about it. That I don't hear people talking about SparkSwap, but in my no permissions group, that everyone's getting involved. So I recommend you guys check it out too. Thank you, AJ. So let's get to the comments. Mr. Rock Jockey, what's up? What's up? Believe in yourself. Look who's here. David Morales. David took a break during the bear market, and he went and enjoyed his newfound, I don't know if it's newfound wealth, but he just went and enjoyed his wealth. David, congratulations. I'm sure you took some profit, sir. Nicola Hexla. Hey, Randy, what do you think about all the BTC being bought to front run other countries from using BTC to get away from the US dollar dependency? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because if all the BTC is bought up, it just causes the price to go up. And then other countries will buy BTC at the higher prices. It's just this revolving, it just keeps happening. You can't stop it. El Salvador looks like geniuses right now because El Salvador went in and bought a bunch of BTC when it was super cheap. Good for them. I'm not worried about that. Let them do it. Ramon. Oh, man, missed the call yesterday. We'll have to go back and watch. Yes, Ramon. Genius. It was the best call that I think we've had. And it was real educational. And sorry, it looks like I'm having a little bit of lag in my video. That stinks. AJ is phenomenal. Yes, he is. Critical Compassion, what's going on? Archipelago. Hey, I'll thank you for the SparkSwap breakdown. SparkSwap was great. Yes, it is, Archipelago. Thoughts on 9-inch PLS farming or whatnot? Stay in it or get out timeframes? Hexander, so what I've been doing with 9-inch is I have a whole bunch of BBC, and I've been using that in the new pools that they have, where you can go in and you could stake your BBC to earn some of these meme coins. So right now, the one that I was getting a lot of rewards on was something called Doomer. And wow, I was getting a lot of Doomer. I've got over 1 trillion now and enjoying those rewards. Hello, Karen B. I'm actually not farming anymore on 9-inch. I have lots of liquidity on 9-inch for Nope token. Nope token got a lot of liquidity there, but I am not farming because I want my community to be able to make most of the rewards. Where I am farming or using the pool to get liquidity is on Phux, PHUX. And I think I'm about 50%, approximately 50% of the liquidity on Phux. So, and then 25% is my partner, and then another 25% is the community. So what we're waiting on for Phux is the launch of 2 Phux. So Fast Abdul, pretty soon they're going to be launching that, and that's going to be for Nope. If you guys have been following, we were the #1 group of sacrificers for 2 Phux. And the reason why we wanted to be #1 is because they're having an extra bonus amplifier for 2 Phux that will point at the top vote receivers in the 2 Phux protocol during the sacrifice. And they raised about almost $1 million so far. And the code you had to use for us was 2828. I'm not going to go too much what that means, but if you sacrificed 1 million pulse, you just do 1,000,02828, and that meant it was part of the Nope team. So we received the top votes, about 50% of all the money that went in during that voting phase is going to be pointing at no PLS pair. So thanks again to my community. And they're going to reap the benefits because 2FUX is going to absolutely just jack up the APY for us on FUX for the no PLS pair, our pool. So congratulations to the community. Karen B, crypto MILFs. Yes, I have my MILFs. I have the 9-inch MILF or GILF. They have NFTs as well called GILFs. And I have the 9-inch one and the Nope one. So thank you to our MILFs. SparkSwap also has BNB and Arbitrum bridge to Pulse Chain. Yeah, so I'll touch on that. If you're tired of the fees using the pulsechain.com bridge from Ethereum to Pulse Chain or from Pulse Chain to Ethereum, you can bypass that by using BNB or Arbitrum to bring your money in. I'm not going to explain how. I think Crypto Coffee has a great video on it to help you bypass those fees. So instead of spending $20 to $50 to bring over Ethereum or USDC to Pulse Chain, you could just use the BNB versions, and it's quick. It only takes like 2 minutes, and the fees are pennies rather than 20 to 30 bucks. So things are evolving. I think Pulse Chain is becoming such a great asset for all of us, and it's going to. I think it's going to go viral once Ethereum starts going viral. We're pretty close to hitting that $4,000 mark on Ethereum. Once Ethereum hits that 10,000 mark and it becomes unusable, the only other platform or EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, that is a pure layer 1 and a fork of Ethereum is Pulse Chain. So I want to show you guys something. Let's see if I can find it first. Let me go to Money Gang Crypto on his Twitter, because I'm pretty sure he shared it. I'll pull this up in a second. First, I want to find it. Jeez, no, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it was Katie. I love how Twitter automatically knows the people that I follow and puts it right on the top when I do a search. There we go. Okay, that's what I want to see. Share this tab. Do this. Boom. All right, so big news for those of you guys who use MetaMask. I use MetaMask on my other computer, but most of the time I use Aurochs Wallet, and Aurochs Wallet already had this, but MetaMask is finally here. They have added Pulse Chain as a native EVM for the networks. So this is great news for all of you who are using MetaMask. Check your wallets now and Pulse Chain. You don't have to put in all the information. It'll automatically be there. Finally, they gave us the update that we needed. So congratulations, everybody. We are making strides. Little by little, Pulse Chain is taking a step forward to adoption. One thing I'm waiting for that has not happened is a centralized exchange like Binance or Huobi or any of the other big ones to add Pulse Chain as a token on their centralized exchanges. Once that happens, it's going to get a lot more headlines. People are going to notice Pulse Chain a lot more because it's on a centralized exchange. I don't know why it is. I find it highly annoying that when you go on Uniswap or you go on some other of these DEXs, it says, CowSwap, this token is not on many centralized exchanges. No shit, it's not. Well, we're decentralized. We're truly decentralized. Our leadership in the Pulse Chain ecosystem is all about decentralization. But once we get put on a centralized exchange, it's game over, in my opinion. It's going to cause a lot of excitement around Pulse Chain. The best innovation in crypto this bull cycle will happen on Pulse Chain, in my honest opinion. That is right, Crypto Milk. Also, Tangum Wallet is adding Pulse Chain support to their crypto wallet. Nice. The Aurochs Wallet, they said they were going to, but I'll give you guys a little bit of update for Aurochs. You guys know I would, many of you know I was on the team. I was their influencer before they hired there was 2 other groups that they hired like a year after me. I think they hired them last year. I've actually been on and off the team since 2017, so I've been around for a long time. But Aurochs is planning on getting listed in the stock exchange. That is huge. But recently, they got kicked off of some major exchange. They found some errors with their token. Like there were some buys and sells that looked really iffy. And when you set up a centralized exchange as a founder, say that I wanted to take Nope token and I wanted to go put it onto a centralized exchange, they require you to give you a portion of your tokens. So give them a portion of your tokens, like 10, 20% for liquidity. And that's like your fee. Plus you have to pay another fee in Ethereum or whatever, USDC, to get listed. Well, the guys at Aurochs, they paid their fee for Urus to be listed. And this was 3 years ago or something like that, because the token's now been out since 2020. And so they listed it, they paid the fee, and they had to get in the tokens. But the exchange is not allowed to sell those tokens for profit. Those tokens are to be used for liquidity for traders like you and I to go into the exchange, trade, and then pull the tokens off into our decentralized wallets like MetaMask or Aurochs or Rabby, whatever we want to do. Well, they noticed that the entity itself, I can't remember what exchange it was, but they were selling the tokens. So I gave up on centralization a long time ago. I don't believe in centralized exchanges. I stay far away from them. But what was happening was quite shady. So the guys decided to pull their token. So now they're 100% decentralized. They're still waiting on the SEC to approve their trader, or their ticker, to get listed on, I think it's the NYSE. So I still have my Urus tokens. They're staked. They were staked for like 5 years. They come out next year. But if you're looking for a little lottery ticket and you want to do something off of Pulse Chain, check out Urus, URUS. It's on Ethereum. I think it's like $6 or something right now. There's only 1 million tokens. So it hit $300 last bull cycle. People like, oh, Randy, these tokens, they can't make numbers like that. Man, welcome to crypto. What's a token that has, we're going to do a little bit of trivia right here on Pulse Chain right now. What's a token that has 1 million, right? And it can go to $300 this cycle. You got any ideas, guys? So I'm going to give you the answer. That's PulsePot. PulsePot has 1 million tokens, and they buy and burn. And I believe that could be one of the tokens that just runs this bull cycle. Speaking of, let's go to PulsePot real quick. Pull it up for you guys. Here's PulsePot. My life is awesome. Just won a hand or a pot, and I'm not going to gamble tonight. That's for Wednesday nights. But if you go here, you can stake your PulsePot, and it shows I have 540 or almost 547 PulsePot. They're staked. That gives me level 2. That's how small. Even that much money. They're $15 each right now. That much money only puts me at level 2. So there's people in the PulsePot ecosystem that sacrificed when they did their sacrifice back in the day, and they were B pot. They have this much tokens. There's people that are PulsePot rich, and I believe that this is one that could easily go to $300 here in this bull cycle. So don't miss out on PulsePot. You could try to wait for a pullback, but I'm thinking that might be kind of hard to get. So yes, and they're launching sports betting. Yes, they are. So watch what those guys are doing. And they made everything from the ground up. Now there's other wager groups that are working on websites for Pulse Chain. I know there's pulsewager.io. It's not launched yet. It's on testnet. So if you want to check that one out, pulsewager.io, sports betting. That one's pretty cool too. And if I can get the founder on, I will. Because I think sports betting is just a giant market, absolute giant worldwide market. I know PulseSpot's already, they're working on theirs too. But Pulse Chain's got plenty of room for multiple platforms for gambling. I'd love to have my own. Personally, you guys know I'm a gambler. I'm really into it. So if anybody's out there listening, I'd love to be part of something like that. So what else to talk about tonight? I'm looking across my screen here. Oh, Curator Forge. If you guys have not, I'm going to explain this one to you. Let me see. Share this tab. Boom. Curator Forge is a sacrifice that's going on right now. Not really a sacrifice, because you're buying NFTs. Here's my wallet. I got 20 of these NFTs. Let me go back to, they've raised $83,000 so far. Where is it? I want to go to their actual website. Is this it? Here it goes. Okay. The next generation launchpad and incubator. This is for projects that want to launch on Pulse Chain, and they need money. So it's a launchpad, and what's cool about it is that you get to be part of the decision-making process, and you can actually earn income from doing this. I should have the founder on, or one of the founders on, to help break this down for you guys. But I recommend each person go in and get, if you're serious about Pulse Chain and about the projects that are being built on Pulse Chain, you should have one of these NFTs. They're about 130 bucks right now. You can see the artist here. These are what the NFTs are going to look like. I bought 20 because I wanted to make sure I was one of the top wallets. I think I'm number 7 or 8 right now, or 9. You see the levels. We're on level 4 right now, tranche number 4. So there's, how many is sold? It should say here. Maybe it's on the other site that was just on. But I think we're at about 600 sold so far. And it doesn't mean that we have to sell every single one of the 4,500 NFTs. If they get to the end with the time frame, they'll stop right now at this level, and they will launch. What's going to be cool is that, I like this one. It's got a little anarchy symbol on its forehead. I hope I get that one. So what's cool about the Forge is that you can be part of any project that is looking to launch on Pulse Chain. So there may be 20, 30 projects that come through Curator Forge a week, and then you get to review the project and you get to give it a score. And if the project gets launched and they raise capital, then you can earn rewards of the tokens that are made that go along with the projects. And there's fees involved and all kinds of things. You can actually make a living off of being a Forge participant and helping the community decide what are the best projects. And one thing I love about it is that, say a project, they get approval and they raise $2 million, and they don't get all their $2 million at one time. So they have tranches. So maybe they get their first 100,000, and that's for building the website, marketing, and getting everything set up, getting the code built, their smart contracts, and all that kind of stuff. But then they start to fuck up, and they're not doing a good job. The people can vote to not give them any more money. So no rug pulls. We get decent projects. I think this is super important for the Pulse Chain ecosystem, and it's going to help us make really good, long-lasting projects. And you can see Crypto Sloth is on here, Matty Allen, Pulse Ray Vision, Mandigo Swap. These are all people that we know. Frankie from 9inch. I'm going to be on here too. I thought I was already on here, but I'm not yet. Hey, I thought I was already going to be on here. You got Bojack over here, Sasha Tagger. So these are people that are all well known within the ecosystem that can come in and review these projects. Submit your project, get reviewed by Pulse Chain's Best, incubate your ideas, grow your team, apply for funding. And if you want to watch a really good video on it, go to Pulse Ray Vision's videos. And he does a deep dive, and they explain everything about the project. It looks like Crypto Sloth did one too. So the Captain RG3. So check into those. They want to do a call with me. I'll probably do a live stream so we can deep dive this too. So they're not looking to raise a lot of money with this project, but what it can do for some of you, I know some of you are looking for an income. And once this goes live, this could be a considerable income for those of you guys who are willing to spend a couple hours a week or maybe even a couple hours a day deep diving into projects and finding the diamonds in the rough. And if you review it, you get rewards for being the reviewer of that project. Freaking cool, man. And I know that there's another launch pad launched over the weekend. They raised a lot of money. That's the one that B Roots is involved in. And that one's, we need that too. So I think that launch pad's more going to be concerned with like meme coins and stuff like that. But this one is going to be an incubator for projects. Imagine like Fiat Famous. You know, if those guys didn't have the money to write their own code and do the raise privately like they did, they could have came to Curator Forge and raised the money that way, and instead of doing it the way they did it. All right, what's up, Z? Mexican contractor. Ted, good evening, sir. Also, DIY started their SAC phase Saturday for their launch pad called, there you go, Pulse Launch. Pulse Launch is the one that B Roots is involved in. Didn't realize Randy was streaming, got caught up in the earn launch. Yeah, we're just talking about the earn launch at the beginning, Ted. Congratulations to Just Ask Jesse and the team. On Thursday night, today's Tuesday, so 2 nights from now, Jesse is coming, Just Ask Jesse is coming to the No Permissions strategy call. He's going to break down everything that's going on. So 8 p.m. on Thursday. If you're not part of it, if you haven't joined us yet on No Permissions, here, let me get you, boom, there you go. Oops. Patreon.com/No Permissions. Make sure you sign up for the premium too. The premium allows you to participate in the Telegram and be part of the strategy calls. And if you sign up for a whole year, you get like 20,000 Nope tokens, and you get a call with me. People are liking it. Just this week, 3 people signed up for the yearly because it's cool. All right. So, is there anything in particular you guys want to talk about now that I'm said what I needed to say tonight? Maybe we can go look at the charts. You guys want to look at charts? See what's going on with X and the other things. EX. Because wow, look at that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right. So this is the daily for Bitcoin. We did get the painted Aurochs indicator going red. Remember, I don't really pay attention too much to the daily indicators. I'm a monthly and weekly. They're the 2 that are most important to me. But this shows you we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. It's usually like that. 7 to 9, then you're going to get a pullback. And it was beautiful how it worked out. Almost hit that. We were right at the top there, 69,000. Right, just about touched it. It was actually right below it. Okay, Cool. And it pulled all the way back down to 59 today. So like a 15% drop. So it's kind of crazy when you start getting to the valuations at this height, you know, these, imagine when it goes to 150, 200, you can have a $30 move in one day. Bonkers. You know, some people speculate that due to the ETFs, there won't be as much fluctuation, but we will see. So let me turn my AC down a little bit. See that rocket back there is hot as hell. Things like an inferno. All right. So that's Bitcoin. Let's go to ETH. ETH's still looking good. 35, 36. It's still got a green candle. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is months. This is the monthly. Sorry. Let's go to the daily. Nope, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Went 10. Excuse me, 10 after the ORX indicator went green. But you look at the BGMC, it fell under the green. Now we're in no man's land, right in the middle of the green and the red. That's the AI saying that we're going down. But look at this. Fear and greed is back. We've been in a bull market for a while now. Let's check out what the weekly is saying. Still green. We can go another four more weeks before we could expect a pullback. But I'm still thinking the third week of March will be pullback time. When we start to see just a couple weeks from the Bitcoin halving, we'll start seeing the whales take profits. That's what I'm expecting. Hex, how you doing, Hex? Honoring this nice trend line. Let's pull this trend line out a little bit more. Right there. This is the monthly. We're still got the green on the ORX indicator. What's funny, I find hysterical, is that these people like Mitch Ray and the Martini guy are now talking about Hex. They're starting to buy up Hex. It's so hysterical to me. These haters, they were nowhere to be found. And now they're back. All right. We got a red ORX indicator on the daily. And same thing with BGMC. It's about to go below the red. That's the AI. And it's telling us that we're heading down. But I'm not worried about it at all. Yeah, so there's all these influencers that are now saying they're buying Hex. Great. And notice none of them have mentioned BankX. The community, we know BankX has that large limit order of a whole bunch of Hex. Doesn't seem that they know that. So PulseX, the Pulse Hex might run better than the eHex, but let these guys buy eHex and help buy up these orders. Here, I'll show you guys. I think I showed it the other night, but it's a nice silver coin from our friend Brian Magruder, Hex coin, 0.999 fine silver, and this side's got Pulse chain. So yeah, let them do and help move the market for us. Thoughts on the DAI PLS farm on PulseX? Z, I know the APYs are really high, okay? But I would caution you, due to impermanent loss of providing LP with stable coins during a bull market. If Pulse Chain runs, you're just gonna have a wallet full of DAI. The best option would be to wait until you're ready to start selling Pulse. Then you provide liquidity and DAI PLS. So say, for example, that I'm gonna pretend it's me that I want to provide DAI PLS. And it's a year from now. We've seen we've seen Bitcoin hit 155,000, for example. And it's an arbitrary number, but I'm just using an example. And in my opinion, I think 155 is going to be the top or close to it. So then I go provide DAI PLS. And people, after the Bitcoin hits its high, alts generally go running for another month or two. During that time, is when you swap all your PLS or whatever percentage you want into DAI to prepare for the upcoming bear market. That's when I would use DAI. It's just a way for you to exit without causing lots of red candles, especially if you have bigger wallets. Smaller wallets, market buys and sells are fine. But if you start talking about, if you're talking about hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, then that's the way to do it, especially version 3. And you'll be able to do that in 9mm Pro. Check it out. Take Crypto Sloth's course. He breaks it down, teaches you guys how to exit the market without causing red candles. And speaking of 9mm Pro, this month they'll be launching their token. And if you have the Pulse OGs, their NFT, you'll be getting paid 20% for holding one of their NFTs. So you can go to Pulse Market and buy a Pulse OG. I don't recommend doing that, but if you want to, you can. If you minted a Pulse OG when the NFT came out, you get 30% of the rewards that are going out, of the tokens that are going out, and they will be divvied out for 20 months. Now, what's another way that you can receive some of these 9mm Pro tokens? By participating on the 9mm Pro DEX. Just go in there, trade back and forth. You'll earn some of those fees. The 9mm Pro tokens are paid out to people who use the DEX. Now, 5% of the fees go out to those of us who provide liquidity. And I have a bunch of liquidity with a bunch of different pairs. So I'm hoping that earns me a decent amount. I know 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but how many liquidity providers are there? So if there's only maybe 300 of us that provide liquidity, then that 5% is divvied up between us. So check it out. Crypto Mill says, Randy, what's your opinion on the SAC wallets buying ETH? Right now, there's a lot of speculation that there will be an ETF approved shortly for Ethereum. Maybe the OA wallet, the SAC wallet, wants to take advantage of that, which I think is a smart play. You take the money, ETH does a 200% run or 3x or whatever it may do over the next 6 months to 9 months. Then you sell those ETH into the buy the rumor, sell the news event, just like we had with Bitcoin. You saw what Bitcoin did. A year or so ago, Bitcoin was about 16,000. Now it's 65,000. You then take those profits and imagine all the money that'll be coming into Pulse Chain. I'm just speculating here, but this person that runs the SAC wallet or team knows how to pump stuff. We saw what Hex did. Richard said Hex could do a 10,000x. What did Hex do? It did a 10,000x. What if something similar happens with Pulse, Pulse Chain, INC, eHex, pHex? Can't guarantee it, but this entity understands how coins go up in value. And it's a serious buy the rumor, sell the news event. When the ETF comes out, ARK Invest and BlackRock, Ethereum is just going to go bonkers. And Ethereum will, the market cap of Ethereum will, in my opinion, this bull run surpass that of Bitcoin. You guys can clip that shit. All right. So that's our alpha tonight. I'm actually feeling a little bit nauseous. I don't know why. I ate a piece of nicotine gum before the live stream, so it might be what caused it. But thank you everybody for coming out, and I'll see you again tomorrow night. Cheers.